As Kim Taehyung, better known as BTS's V, steps out of his military service, South Korea's music and art world welcomes him with great expectations. In a short time, V showed the world that his charm as an artist was not limited to the entertainment stage, but also in a more profound and transformative art form. Just days after completing his mandatory military service, V instantly returned to the public's attention with an art project he worked on during his service. The project, called Ethereal Visions, is a visual arts exhibition featuring a unique combination of photography, painting, and art installations. The exhibition is a clear proof of how V used his time to continue to develop as an artist, even within the limitations of the military environment. Visitors to the exhibition, including well-known art critics, gave V. He has the ability to capture human emotions with great depth through a medium that is simple but full of meaning. Said one critic. One interesting aspect of V's work is how he integrates his experiences in the military into his art. In one of his first interviews after discharge, V talked about how military life gave him a new perspective on simplicity, togetherness, and the value of time. All of that is reflected in his work, which feels deeply personal and universal at the same time. In the military, I found peace in the little things: the morning sky, the sound of rain, and even silence at night. It was all an inspiration for my work, he said. Not only in the visual arts, he also went straight back to the recording studio. In less than a week, he released a new single titled After Silence, which chronicles his journey of self-discovery during his military service. This song managed to break the record as the fastest solo song to reach 100 million streams on global music platforms. Fans and critics alike agree that V's sound and musical style have now evolved to become more mature and emotional. The song has been described as a soul-stirring contemplative ballad and shows a different side of V that has never been seen before. During this process, V gets full support from his friends, both in BTS and in Wooga Squad. Park Seo-joon, one of the members of Wooga Squad, revealed how V always shares his vision of art during their conversation. He has an incredible passion. What you see now is just the tip of the iceberg, Seo-joon said. Meanwhile, other BTS members are also ceaselessly providing support through social media. Jungkook, in a post on Weverse, wrote, "Hyung has always been an inspiration to us all. Proud to see what you have achieved." In the short time after returning from the military, he has proven that he is a true artist capable of bridging different mediums and emotions. From visual arts to music, he continues to build a legacy that will inspire future generations. With each step, V shows that art is about how a person brings their experiences to life and shares them with the world. And in this case, V has proven that he not only returned, but also went further than before. When news of V's new art project and single spread, the reaction from fans around the world was overwhelming. ARMY, who had waited patiently for V's service, flooded social media with support and praise. Hashtags like Welcome Back Taehyung and Artistic V have been trending on Twitter for days. Not only fans, a number of international celebrities also gave praise for V's work. Famous singer Chris Martin of Coldplay, who has previously collaborated with BTS, called V's new single an emotional masterpiece. In fact, the famous Japanese painter Yayoi Kusama sent a personal message praising V's exploration of visual art. V is a vivid example that art knows no boundaries, be it culture, time, or medium. He is a universal voice, Kusama said in a statement. The art exhibition Ethereal Visions was held at one of the leading art galleries in Seoul. With a minimalist concept but full of emotional details, the exhibition features about 30 works that V has worked on over the past 2 years. Some of the works in the spotlight include Silent Dawn, a black and white photography depicting the morning mist of a military camp with a message of hope amid the silence. Threads of Memory, an abstract painting inspired by simple but meaningful moments, such as writing a letter to his family. The Eternal Soldier, an art installation consisting of used military uniforms arranged into a wing shape, depicting V's personal transformation during his service. Every corner of the gallery is designed to give visitors an immersive experience, complete with instrumental music created by V himself, and an exclusive interview with art magazine Art Korea. V revealed that art helps him reflect on many things about life and himself. Art is my way of understanding and being at peace with myself, she says. V also talked about how his life experiences, including the global fame he experienced with BTS, shaped his perspective on the world. Sometimes, we're so busy chasing something that we forget to feel the moment. Through art, I learned to pause and appreciate what was in front of me. However, V's journey is not without challenges. He admits that returning to the entertainment world after a long hiatus is a difficult process. I'm worried about whether people will still accept my work. But I decided to stay true to myself, she said. In the future, V plans to combine his two passions, music and visual arts, in a large project. He is in the early stages of designing a multimedia art concert that will combine live performances with interactive art installations. The project is expected to debut next year, with an international tour spanning Asia, Europe, and the Americas. The story of the post-military V is vivid proof that a true artist never stops working. He has shown that art is not only about entertainment, but also about touching the human soul. With each step, V builds a legacy that goes far beyond the boundaries of the stage. He is not only a member of BTS, but also an individual with a unique and deep artistic vision. The world is now witnessing the birth of a new chapter of an extraordinary artist named Taehyung, and this is just the beginning. Ethereum Visions not only took center stage in South Korea, but also attracted international attention. After the huge success in Seoul, the exhibition is scheduled to tour various cities of the world, including Tokyo, Paris, London, and New York. Many have called V's work a cultural bridge, given how the traditional Korean elements he incorporates into his work resonate with a global audience. One of the most frequently discussed works is Horizon of Memories, a mixed ink and watercolor painting inspired by the Korean art tradition, sumukwa, ink painting, combined with a modern touch. This is a work that transcends time, said an art curator from the Tokyo National Museum. V also hinted at collaborative projects with international artists in the near future. In one of her social media posts, she shared a photo with British visual artist David Hockney. This news immediately led to speculation about the possibility of them working on an art project together. In addition, V expressed interest in digital art technologies such as augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR. In an interview with The Guardian, he said, "I wanted to create an art experience that allowed the audience to be completely immersed in it. Technology can take art to a whole new level." The project is predicted to be a major innovation, especially if V is able to combine traditional art with modern technology, creating works that can be accessed and appreciated by the digital generation. In the midst of the rush, V did not forget his loyal fans, ARMY. In every interview and event, he always emphasizes how big a role fans play in encouraging him to continue working. As a token of appreciation,